Good morning, students. Myself, Subha. How are you? I hope you are all safe at home. So be careful and wash your hands often during this pandemic period. Okay? Next, obey your parents, be polite with others, and behave as a good children. Welcome back to online class. So today I am going to teach Standard 9 Social Science. In that social science, economics part. Okay, economics unit 1, understanding development, perspectives, measurement and sustainability. About that only we are going to learn today. Okay, before that, what are the objectives of this unit? First, the meanings of development from different perspectives, indicators of economic development, meaning of economic development, and the policies of sustainable development. About these things only we are going to learn in this lesson. Before that, today we are going to learn the different perspectives about development, indicators of economic development. That is NNP, PCI, PPP and HDI. About that only we are going to learn today's class. Okay. First one, introduction. Students, do you know what do you mean by development? In ordinary language, what we will say development? Before that, we can see what is economics. Okay. What is economics? This word economics comes from two Greek words, eco. Eco meaning home, norms meaning account or management. So, this economics means the household management. Economics means the household management. Okay. Next, do you know who is the father of economics? Yes, very good. That is Adam Smith. Okay. He is a Scottish economist and he is one of the philosopher also. In 18th century he was born from 1723 to 1790. Next one question. Who is the author of Indian economics? Or who is the mother of economics? That is Amartya Sen. Why he was called as the mother of economics? And he is the only Indian economist. So because he has worked for famine, human development, welfare economics, poverty, gender, inequality and political liberalization. Okay, are you clear? Next, what is economics? Economics is the study of use of scarce resources that have alternative use. So this economics is a social science concerned with production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. So it studies how individuals, business, government and nations make choice about how to allocate resources. Okay. So economics is about the study of scarcity and choice. Okay. Next, this economics was divided into two. Do you know what is microeconomics and macroeconomics? Micro means what? It is a study of individual. Macroeconomics means the study of countries or government. Okay. Next also, there are two types of economics, positive economics, normative economics. This positive economics means what is. Normative means what ought to be. In this positive economics, why do people use money? But in the normative economics, should people use money? And in the positive economics, it has no value judgment, but at the same time, the normative economics, the value judgment. Are you clear? So, now we can go to our lesson. That is introduction. The word development. What do you know about development? So different people will say different meanings for this development. According to this economics, what do you know what you meant by economic development? Do you know what is meant by development? Before that, understanding development from the heading development. Development means what? It is the improvement in quality of life. What way life will improve? In what way and all our life have improvement? Do you know? For example, in your family, if your father is getting more income, you can spend a lot and your standard of living also will be not in a poverty level, it will be a high level, isn't it? So higher income. So if there is a more development, it refers to the improvement in quality of life. In what way and all? Higher income, better education, better health and nutrition, less poverty and more equal opportunity we will get, isn't it? So this word development is used widely. How? It refers to the progress of a particular field or a particular person. What it has developed? Development refers to the progress of a particular field or a particular person. So it will differ from each person to person, time to time, place to place, isn't it? So similarly, the economic progress of a country is known as economic development. Are you clear? So one country's progress is known as the country's development. Okay. So economic progress of a country is known as economic development. However, the interpretation of the concept development keeps on changing from time to time, from person to person, and it meaning get extended further. So already I have told that this development, it will change from person to person, time to time, and from place to place also. So how we can calculate this development means the economic progress of a country is known as economic development. This is very, very important. Okay. Next, different perspectives about development. Each and every one, you are the students, isn't it? Now itself, I am thinking you have the ambition in your life. Do you all have the ambition? Yeah, yes. Ambition. What is the meaning of ambition? Kurikol, right? Or desire. Desire, virupam, asai. Okay, each and every human being has this ambition and desire in our life. Is there any students without ambition or without desire in their life? No, isn't it? So every human being has an ambition or desire of his or her own to achieve progress in life. What is the meaning for progress? Development, munnettam, isn't it? So each and every person have ambition. Why they have ambition? They want to achieve something. They need something. For example, you are a small children. Now your ambition, you need on bicycle. For example, you are a 14 years old child. In 14 years, you need bicycle is your ambition. Next, after 3 years back, or 4 years back, your ambition, you want to get one bike. After 5 years, what your ambition, you need one car. Like that, it will go on, isn't it? So every human being has an ambition or desire of his or her own to achieve progress in life. Like that only, we have ideas about how a country should progress, how the country's progress can develop. Okay, so if our thinking turns towards progress and about the ways to achieve the many goals for progress, it leads to development. Are you clear? So each and every human being has an ambition or desire in their own life. Okay. Now from this picture, what you understand? So different people with different development. Development in the sense different meaning. They are thinking in different meaning. Okay, different people are imagining development in different ways. Are you clear? So be careful, listen carefully. Development. Some people will think growing process in a needed direction. Growing process in a needed direction. That means what? We need something. Isn't it? We want to achieve something. Okay? We want to need growing process in a needed direction. In which direction? If you go in which direction, we can earn money. If you join in which job, if you get what is the type of the job? If you join this type of job, we can earn lot of money. Like that, some people will think. Next, way of moving forward. Okay, always they want to move forward, not backward. Okay, if you want to get more income or more development in our life, we want to move forward. Next, not doing same mistake twice. Okay, suppose if you are doing one mistake once, next time you should not do that mistake. Are you clear? What will happen if you do the same mistake again and again? Your development will be reduced. Are you clear? So, not doing same mistake twice. Next, part of daily life. So, you want to think development is the part of daily life. So, some people what they will think means it is a part of daily life. Our daily life part is also development. Okay. Next, advance. Okay. It is also one of the development. We want to give advancement. Okay. Next, grows within. We want to grow ourselves. We want to think about ourselves. How to grow, how to develop, how to achieve this. For example, you are a small student. Suppose you are all in each and everyone's mind, you have the thinking we want to get first rank. Isn't it? So you want to think how we want to study, in what way we want to study, how we want to get first rank, in what way we can get. Like that, each and everyone will think. Isn't it? So grows within. Like that, our country also will develop. How we can develop our income. You understand? Next one, never ending process. Also, development will continue. Next, bettering yourself. We want to better ourselves. If you are better ourselves, automatically development, we can achieve the development. Next, bettering yourself. Next, freedom to grow. Okay. We need freedom. But nowadays you are not in freedom, you are under the control of your parents, isn't it? So there should be a freedom to grow. For like that also, on countries also need different, in order to develop, they need freedom. Next one, progress. What is the meaning of progress? Development, isn't it? You need the progress. While I am saying progress, you will think of the progress report. Yes, that's correct. So, about yourself, it will show how your progress is. Like that also, the country's development also will show the progress. Compared to last year, this year, how much developed, how much income the country is getting. Okay, that is the progress. Next, improvement. Improvement also, compared to last year, this year, how much the export and import has done in our country. How the transportation was going on, railway, buses, like that, many facilities, multi-specialist, isn't it? How they are improved, like that, they can calculate. So these are the indicators of development. So which are the indicators of development? Improvement, growing process in a needed direction, way of moving forward, not doing same mistake twice, part of daily life, advance, grows within, never ending process, bettering yourself, freedom to grow, progress. Okay, these are the indicators of development. Are you clear? So next one, So you will notice people, so different peoples are thinking different for their development, isn't it? Development refers to the improvement in quality of life, such as higher income, better education, better health and nutrition, less poverty, and more equal opportunity. Very clear? These all, if all these things have, means automatically development will have. Next, the term economic development refers to the overall growth of all sectors of the economy. So, economic development means what? What is the meaning for economic development? It is the growth of all sectors of the country by adoption of new technologies. By adopting new technology, the country will develop. Are you clear? For example, nowadays that a bike is with a petrol with bike is running, isn't it? In future, with the help of the electric current, so it will be developed, new technology, because of putting new technology, it will be developed. So economic development improves the standard of the living standard of the people as well as the status of the country. Are you clear? Next, the indicators of economic development. So what are the indicators of economic development? The major indicators to measure the level of economic development are net national product, NNP, per capita income, PCI, purchasing power parity, PPP, and human development index, HDI. Okay. So this is also one of the important question. What are the major indicators to measure the economic development? The major indicators to measure the level of economic development are net national product, NNP, per capita income, PCI, purchasing power parity, PPP, and human development index, HDI. And gross domestic product also there. Do you know what is gross domestic product? What is GDP? Gross means what? Total, isn't it? What is GDP? That final money value of total goods and services produced within the geographic boundaries of a country during a specified period of time. Normally 1 year is known as GDP. So it is the measure of the country's economic output in a year. What is GDP? It is the measure of the country's economic output in a year, in a particular period of time. Okay. Now, the first indicator, net national product, NNP. What is NNP? That one, about that we are going to learn. NNP. What is net national product? The net national product is considered as a true measure of national output. Okay. What is another name for net national product? National income. What is another name for net national product? National income. Are you clear? So, net national product is also the indicators of economic development. What is another name for net national product? That is national income. Okay. How we can calculate this net national product? Do you know, children? A rise in per capita income. Per capita means individual, particular person's income, means an increase in aggregate real output, total output. Okay. Hence, this is the better indicator, the national income for measuring development. With the help of total income, we can per capita income divided by total income. Then we can calculate net national product, NNP equal to per capita income divided by total income. Hence, this is the better indicator, national income for measuring development. For measuring a country's development, its income is considered to be one of the most important factors. Countries with a higher income are considered to be the more developed than the lesser income. So, we know which country is called as a developed country. If suppose one country is having more income, that country is called as a developed country. At the same time, less income is considered as a developing country. So, income itself is considered to be one of the indicators of economic development. So, which is also one of the important indicators of economic development, income. Okay. You also consider among yourself in your society, who is having more income, which family is having more income, they are considered as a rich family. Isn't it? Those who are getting less income, poor family. Like that only, if one country is getting more income, that country is a developed country. Are you clear? So net national product is also called as national income. Okay. Next indicator is the per capita income. That is the per capita income. What do you know about this per capita income? For comparing the development of various countries, total income is not satisfactory measure. Since countries have different population, comparing total income will not be suggestive of what an average person is likely to earn. So, this per capita income, which is also called per capita income, here the development of various countries, total income is not satisfactory measures, isn't it? So we can't calculate all the countries, different population, combined total income will not be suggestive of that average person is likely to earn. So particular person how much earning is not considered the total income. Isn't it? Is one country are better off than others in a different country. So for example, one product was producing in one country, the same product was produced in another country, but different prices will be there. Like that only, one family, one father is an engineer means, next another family, one father is a mason means, both are not earning same income, different income. Okay, the average income is calculated. How we can calculate means by dividing the country's total income by its total population. So the average income is also called per capita income. Calculations on per capita income of all countries are calculated only in US dollar in order to compare international level. Okay. So next one, purchasing power parity. What do you know about this purchasing power parity? In Tamil we can say Vangum Thiran Samanilai. Okay. It is defined as a number of units of a country's currency required to buy the same amount of goods and services in the domestic market as $1 would buy in the US. So purchasing power parity. What do you mean by purchasing power parity? For example, in Tirupur, they are preparing this cloth, isn't it? Same thing was preparing in the foreign countries also. So the prices will be differ between one country to another country. Okay, the number of units of country's currency required to buy the same amount of goods and services in the domestic market as $1 would buy in the US. Are you clear? So the prices will be differ from one country to another. The purchasing power will be different. Okay. The technique of purchasing power parity allows us to estimate what exchange between two currencies is needed to express an accurate purchasing power of the two currencies, the respective country. Recently, here, which is the first country become as the purchasing power means China. China became the largest purchasing power country. Second, US. Our India is in the third position. Are you clear? So, China became in the first, US in the second, and our India became the third largest country in the purchasing power parity. Okay. Next one is the human development. Okay, human development. The last one, what do you know about human development? Development of a person's physical and mental ability through education, health care and training. Okay. So how much one person have physically and mentally able, that also indicate the human development, and also their education, health and also training. These are the indicate this human development. See, human resource is necessary for the progress of a country, any country, isn't it? It is very, very important. If there is more human development only, country can develop. Suppose if one country is having less human resource means the country become poor. The term human resource refers to the collective abilities of people which can be utilized in the production sector. So, the term human resource refers to the collective abilities of people which can be utilized in the production sector. Are you clear? So what do you mean by this human development? This is also very important. Human resources necessary for the progress of any country. Okay, the term human resources refers to the collective abilities of people which can be utilized in the production sector. Very clear? If one country is having more human resource only, the country can produce more thing. Okay, so human resource development means the development of a person's physical and mental ability through education, healthcare, and training. Um, Therefore, investment in education and health of people can result in a high rate of returns in the future of a country. Are you clear? So, this Human Development Index means what? Which indicate all-round development of the people in the society. So, therefore, investment in education and health of people can result in the high rate of returns in the future for a country. Suppose one parent is spending money for the child's education, means the child will study well and they will become as a doctor or engineer or collector, and they will earn money, and they will earn money, and in their future they will get more money and more income. They will pay for the country in the way of tax, isn't it? So that country can be developed. Very clear? So higher earnings and greater contribution to the society. So Human Development Index, which indicate all-round development of the people in the society. Okay. So in the past, in earlier days, what happened means economists believed that the rate of economic growth of nation could be increased only by increasing investment in physical capital only. Very clear? They are thinking not in the investment. They may only increase investment in physical capital, only in the money only. Not like education, health, like that. They are not giving more important. Now, like in the modern world, they are not giving more important for education and health of the people in the olden days. But what they are thinking means, if one country want to develop means, it will increase investment in physical capital only. But they have realized over time and investment in human capital is as important as investment in physical capital. But later, slowly they have understand not only physical capital is important for the development, but also human capital is also more important. Okay. So up to this today's portion. Next, few questions I will mark and you as homework. So please students study that answer. Okay. Here, first question, what do you mean by development? What do you mean by development? That is page number 285. What do you mean by development? First, page number 285. In the introduction page, the word development is used quietly. Did you understand that? The second line, from second line, instead of it, you want to write development. Development refers to the progress of a particular field or a particular person. Similarly, the economic progress of a country is known as economic development. Okay. Second question, what are the indicators of development? What are the indicators of development? Here, page number 286. The major indicators to measure what are the indicators of development they ask, isn't it? So page number 285. There one box you have, isn't it? Development. Different people's development. Or development means to different people. That one, growing process in a needed direction, way of moving forward, not doing same mistake twice, part of daily life, advance, grows within, never ending process, bettering yourself, freedom to grow, and progress and improvement. These are the indicators of development. Next question, third question. Why NNP is not considered as a useful measure to compare a country's development with other countries? Page number 286. Page number 286, under the heading per capita income. For comparing the development of various countries, total income is not satisfactory measure. Since countries have different populations, comparing total income will not be suggestive of what an average person is likely to earn up to that. Okay. So, only 3 questions I have given today. So, please students study this thoroughly. Okay. Thank you students.